There's Semper Gumbie's truck attached to his new tiny camper company trailer. Tell you what, can't get much closer on the color. Morning Crusaders, it is Daryl here, and it is 7 a.m. on a Saturday morning. I am headed down the road a few minutes to meet my friend Ben, or better known as Semper Gumbie, and he and I are headed to a location south of here for something pretty cool for him. So hang in there, you'll see what I'm talking about once we get there. And maybe here's a little hint: Joe. So sit back, like, subscribe, share, and let's see what Ben and I are getting ourselves into today. Alright, so just met Ben over at Santos Trailhead, and they offer mountain biking, road biking because they have a paved trail, hiking, and they also have a campground. So that's where he stayed last night, at the campground. So we're now headed down towards the, alright, heading south on the interstate. Got some Dunkin' Donut bagel going on. Got my Black Rifle coffee going on. Enjoying the beautiful sunrise, as you can see it all in my face. So can't wait to get to where we're going. Where's the Hoku, huh? Where's the Hoku? What you doing? What you doing? Semper Gumbie's truck attached to his new tiny camper company trailer. Tell you what, can't get much closer on the color. Hey Crusaders, Daryl here. I'm behind. Alright, I'm here at Tiny Camper Company, and I am with Nick, who is one of the builders of the campers. So why don't you walk us through what you do, man?
All right, so like he said, my name is Nick. This is our 5x8 either rugged Rhino or Kong edition. The boxes are pretty much all identical for the camper itself. The only difference is that makes it a Rhino or the Kong is the frame that it actually sits on. So this one here is a 5x8 with 2 doors and 2 windows. You can get different modifications as well. You can do 2 doors, 1 window, 1 door, 1 window, 2 doors, 1 window. However you want to do it. You can pretty much get it done however. On the inside here you have a front cubby. You have a rear cubby with black trim all the way around everything. You will also have trim going down the sidewalls, and then you will also have an option of getting hardwood floor or vinyl flooring in the campers as well, and then that would also be fully trimmed out as well. Coming to the back of the camper.
So if you put the hardwood floor in, that would be the only wood within this whole camper.
Correct. If you went with the quote-unquote hardwood flooring,
engineered flooring.
Correct. That would be the only wood that would be inside the camper itself. And then if you went with the vinyl flooring, snap-in flooring, then you would have literally no wood inside the camper, and you could actually hose it out and shop vac it out and have no issues. In the back here you have a full pass-through cubby going into the main cabin area with a piece of aluminum ACM on the bottom of the cubby with trim fully around. Same with down here. As you can see, there would be a piece of ACM here, but right now we have the protective coating on it, so in the build process it doesn't get damaged and cut and stuff like that. Back here you will have a 3-inch plug back here, and then you will have your outlets and stuff like that in the back with your electrical socket in the back. If you decided to go zero breeze AC unit, that would be situated in the back section here with the exhaust ports out the back, like that camper right there. And we can go check that one out here in just a second. So right now, as I was saying with that one, this is how a finished camper would look besides us putting the back doors on. We usually put those on once they're on the trailer frame itself. Right now, this one's sitting on the floor because we are about to put it on the frame itself. We put it on the floor to actually do the flooring as well. That way it's all nice and flat and all the trim is perfectly level and stuff like that. As you can see, this one already has the cover taken off on the back shelf. It's got your plug in the back here. This customer here optioned for different kind of hatches, so we can put actual hatches in the back, but it's still a full pass-through. So there's that option as well, or you can get the long oval hatches. You got your roof racks here. This customer is getting a 270 awning, so the awning brackets are already situated. So once the customer shows up with his awning, we can slap it on, get it situated, and customer will be ready to rock and roll. And then we can move on over to the trailer frame section of the shop and get an idea of how those are built.
So it's not going to be a trail box, but it's going to be like a full kitchen.
Correct. So right here we have a 5x4 trail box. When this one's all said and done, it's going to have vinyl flooring in it. It's going to have a slide out for a kitchen and or a portable AC unit to get hosed up into your rooftop tent. So once it's done, it's going to have a set of roof racks up on top. You're going to have your rooftop tent up there. You can have your AC and your refrigerator down at the bottom, and then you're ready to rock and roll. Nice, easy, lightweight to pull. Anything can pull this. So yeah, it's one of my favorites.
So on a situation like this, you're going to put the tent on top. Is there going to be extension poles for like a 270 or something? Or
yeah,
we've talked about that in the past, where we have actually welded on what are they? Just receiver hitches for like a 1 inch, and we put them on the roof rack, and they'll actually have aluminum extensions that you'll be able to pin through. That you'll be able to basically put a 270 up. Problem we've been having in the past is we only use these 31-inch tires right here for the trail boxes, so we have to determine the height of the consumer by how high we're going to bring it up. So in the past we've made it 6'2", 6'3", different options, but we're going to just bring it up just a tad bit higher.
Okay, cool deal.
Yeah,
that's going to be pretty cool.
What's cool about that is when we actually put the marine screws directly through, it will conform to the actual the resin, and the screw will never back itself out. On top of that, we use a really good product over here by a company called Samba. And this company is called Samba. This is actually a bonding, but it's also used as a marine product, and it's got quite a bit of strength in it. So whenever you're looking at buying campers or anything like that, if people that use like silicones, try to stay away from those. Those are really for the RV industry. This is for the boat industry. This is a polyurethane, but this company has created a specialty product directly from Japan that is patented. So it's not a polyurethane. It's a one step above, which is basically like a multi-use polyurethane, which is created. So we can actually use this around the windows, around the doors. The 750 is what we use for the windows, or no, for the ceiling, and the 760 is what we use to put the doors and windows on. Okay. So we don't use any butyl tape or anything like that. We just use a lot of polyurethane sealants, and then around it we use the Sem Seal, which is what they use around windows for cars, like Safeway. Okay. Yeah, awesome. So that's when people see.
And then that way you know what size trailer you're going to come, or
correct.
I guess you can tell me how you determine what you're going to do.
Yeah. So each trailer frame that we build, we basically build with a single recovery from front to back. We do use about a 3-inch tube directly down the middle, supported with all 11-gauge steel all the way around. These right here are the timbered 1 tons. So in Canadian, a lot of people don't realize that they are actually more than 1,000 pounds. Canadians, basically each one will come out to about I think 1,100 each, and then it's got a really nice 14-inch swing arm that helps everything out. We'll weld this direct, put a center beam support sometimes, depends on how heavy the trailer actually is. In the past, if you request for a 3,500 pound axle, we can definitely put that on, but a lot of people don't realize that the axle right here is 3,500 pounds, but the swing arm is actually a 7,000 pound dump truck swing arm. So it's really meant for a 6 on 5.5 Toyota like lug pattern, because it's a heavier duty axle. We can put it on, and that will actually have a 2x3 extension directly all the way through. This customer is going to get electric brakes, so we have a really cool junction box that we set up everything in, and then we can pre-wire and just go off of that and just lead all the leads directly through. All the wiring does have a pre-conduit on it, so it makes it easy for these guys to tap into the frame, or even go above the box. But everything is labeled, structured, and the 7-pin junction box allows us to basically, put the electric brakes on, just wire it up. We don't do electric brakes in-house. We actually get it over to Central Florida Imports. They have a diagnostic testing. They do, brake, stop. They have a machine that does it all. It's pretty cool. So your tires will spin, and then they'll stop, reverse, and they'll adjust the backing plate if it needs to be adjusted. But we do typically wire up like a 4-pin. You'll have 2 side markers, 2 lights on the back. But when it comes down to electric brakes, these trailers are way too light.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Sometimes they can be overkill. Sometimes they can be more damaged than good. So people don't realize that, if you don't know how to control your modular correctly, if you adjust it too high, then you're going to end up, stop and forcing. So Nick and I kind of teached or coached customers into the reasonings why they would need electric brakes or the reasonings they won't. But, a lot of our other axles that we'll use typically will have no brake flanges, and then if they do want a brake flange, and if they want to go extreme off-roading with timber, this is a new product that just came out called Rigid Hitch. It is a bushing bearing, almost like a torsion, but that is a 3,500-pound axle, but it's independent.
Right.
So this is a lot better than the typical old-school leaf spring axles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The leaf spring axles, they're bouncy. This will give you a better ride for independent, but more importantly, it does have the brake flanges, and you can put electric brakes onto it. So this axle is typically made for light off-road use.
So having a boat building background.
Yeah.
What about the surge brakes that are on like boat trailers?
Yeah, so
have you ever thought about that, or?
Yeah, the surge brakes that are on boat trailers, those are typically meant because people are in the ramps, the marinas, and it really helps out. The surge brakes really also help out for the vehicle. So a lot of people that go to these boat ramps don't realize how much algae's on the actual bottom of the boats. If you got a 2-wheel drive truck and you're making your way down, that's where all the YouTube videos come out where people are literally sliding into the boat ramps.
Right.
That electric brake system also helps people to kind of control the boat with the stopping power, the force power directly on the truck, and they don't have to submerge it all the way down if they have a 2-wheel drive vehicle.
Yeah. Cool deal. Well, Joe, I appreciate everything. I know you just passed yours off to Ben with Semper Gumbie, and that's pretty awesome. And showed us some of the other trailers that were around, which...
Yeah, and that's for Inca really 4x4 right there. It's a special edition. He'll be distributing it out of Georgia. But this is kind of like a bare bones concept for him. He's going to literally outfit this with everything. Juku water systems, anchor, zero breeze, rooftop tents, OBS awnings, just a lot of cool stuff.
So he's actually, this is I guess you could say this would be a tiny camper branded Inca 4x4.
Yeah, he's got his own.
And he's going to distribute. He's going to be a distributor for you, and these are going to be purpose built for him.
Yeah, Lewis has got a very good background, knowledgeable in the off-roading industry, and he's got a lot of good gear. So if you need things outfitted for your trailer, he'll take care of you.
Right. Yeah, that's a pretty cool trailer.
Guys, this is Joe from tinycampercompany.com. You can check us out on our website, very a la carte business. If you choose a base camper, you get a lot of upgrades that come with it. Check us out on Instagram and Facebook, Tiny Camper Company. Get on.
All right, Crusaders, so got to hang out with Joe and Nick from Tiny Camper Company. Watched Ben with Semper Gumbie get his new tiny camper. And let me tell you, the quality of work that they put in to these campers are second to none. So I definitely see one of these in my future. The future is just going to have to be whenever my wife tells me I'm allowed to. So, but hope you enjoyed this video. Super happy for Ben with Semper Gumbie getting his new camper. And make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And as always, God bless, and I hope to see you on your own adventure.